And the two teams we will be seeing will, of course, be EG versus Trade Chat All-Stars. And actually, we're going to go into the arena in just a second to see what they're going lineups. And Matt, if you had to, pick one to win, back the right horse, which one would you pick, do you think, for this matchup?
I don't like doing this. I don't like making predictions when it really is
that close.
Well, not so much close, but two setups that we haven't seen in play come up against each other before Philadelphia at a LAN tournament, and I think EG are just looking really strong at the moment. Well, and Collective has just impressed me so much on Shaman.
Yeah, but I mean, also EG did play Gravitas Gaming, that did play the RMP, so they've already beaten one RMP at the moment. EG, they're going to see if they can take another.
I mean, you would really put the odds in EG's favour, considering they beat Gravitas Gaming. But then that's what we said before Gravitas Gaming came up against Trade Chat All-Stars. We said, look, they're the stronger RMP, they're going to take this. But then Trade Chat All-Stars came and destroyed them. So I don't know.
We'll have to see if this is the case then. So gates do open. We actually have Daggers on Real, so he's PvE gear. And up to Mutilate as well. Toes is being opened up on. Actually going to be trying to kill the pet. You can see, Ziz is going to come in rather offensively onto the back of Toes. He's going to be wanting to drop down and get out. You can see Real's now just opening up just in time on Ziz back at the top. As we switch over to Reals, he is putting the lay down on Ziz. They've lost their priest at the moment. He is down at the bottom, going to be coming back up. Constantly got the Felguard on the back of him. Nice shock there on that poly from Collective. Trying to get away, dropped a grounding totem almost perfectly as well. Finally, a poly does get off though onto Collective, so it's going to be a bit of a problem for Ziz in this situation. Reals looking for him, goes into Vanish. He's going to reopen up and opens up onto the back as it's same time as the POM comes out, and it went so low. And Nightsail comes in though. Ziz still dips down to about 3k HP and finally goes down, and they weren't able to keep him up. And well, despite a nice shock and a grounding from EG Collective, really unable to kind of keep himself out of trouble. And in all fairness, I think that Blade's Edge is a horrible map to go on with the lineup that EG have. They need either runes or they need Nagrand.
They need that sort of open space, don't they? To really for Azael to get those fears off onto Toes. It really gives them the edge.
Well, I certainly think with a priest on a bridge, the fears are so dangerous because everything does get really clumped up. Obviously, they targeted him. He did drop down and he came back up into the fight. But also, yeah, I seriously think that Collective, you could see him in position when he was walking to try and get back where he wanted to be. Yeah. He had to shock, then he had to grounding, and he still didn't manage to LOS and he got put in the poly. Had he managed to get around that corner, Ziz would have come back defensively for a line of sight healing. And that might have changed it, but I think that's the fundamental problem, and I think that was a not so much. I'm not going to say map win by any means, because Trade Chat All-Stars are really leaning heavy on DPS onto the team of EG. But EG, I mean, despite not peeling off, it was Trade Chat All-Stars peeled off nicely, but to save Toes. But after that, that was the only problem that they actually had.
Yeah.
So